Have you ever sat at your kitchen table late at night, looking at your bank balance and wondering, why does it have to be this hard? Why do big banks make us jump through hoops just to get the credit we need for our businesses, for our families, for our dreams? I hear this from people all the time, business owners, parents, young professionals. They feel locked out, frustrated, tired of being told no by traditional banks. What if I told you there's a place that almost nobody talks about, a credit union that doesn't care if you work for the government or have a perfect credit score? And yet, it can approve you for credit cards with limits as high as $50,000? Today, I want to share this with you, not just as a financial professional, but as someone who's seen firsthand how the right opportunity at the right time can change someone's life. I had a client once, let's call her Lily. She was a small business owner from Iowa, running a home-based catering business. She was good at what she did, but cash flow was always tight. The banks kept turning her down for credit lines because her income didn't look stable enough on paper. We helped her discover the Department of Commerce Federal Credit Union. Yes, it sounds like something reserved for government employees, but it's not. She applied, joined, opened an account, and just 90 days later she was approved for a $50,000 credit card. That was the moment her business went from just surviving to truly growing. So let's break this down. Joining this credit union isn't complicated. You don't need a government job. You don't need secret connections. All you do is join the American Consumer Council online. There's even a promo code, CONSUMER, that waives the membership fee. You deposit just $5 to $25 to open your account. That's it. Membership is open to all U.S. citizens, and the application is fast. Just your driver's license, proof of address, social security number. And because it's a nationwide credit union, you're not limited by where you live. Once you're in, here's where it gets exciting. Their credit cards, Classic, Gold, and Platinum, all have no annual fees, no balance transfer fees, and no cash advance fees. If you've ever paid $95, $250, even $500 a year just to hold a premium credit card, you know how refreshing that sounds. The Platinum card is where you'll see those higher limits, $10,000, $20,000, sometimes even $50,000. And here's the best part. They don't just look at your credit score. They look at the whole relationship. That means if your credit isn't perfect, you still have a chance. I often tell my clients, open the account, use it for a few months, let them see you as a real member, then apply. It's like building trust with a neighbor before asking to borrow a ladder. It just makes sense. And this credit union isn't just about credit cards. They offer flexible personal loans, with terms up to 72 months and no prepayment penalties. That means you can pay them off early and save on interest without any surprise fees. They have emergency loans for when life happens. They have lines of credit that you can link to your checking account so you never get hit with overdraft fees. And you only pay interest if you actually use the money. And if you've been dreaming about upgrading your car, or maybe getting a vehicle for your business, their auto loans are as low as 5.69% APR and can finance up to 135% of the car's value. Imagine walking into a dealership with a check in hand, already approved, instead of waiting nervously for them to run your credit. Now here's my professional advice. Before you apply for their credit products, make sure your financial profile is ready. Check your Equifax credit score. Aim for 700 or better. Remove any fraud alerts or credit freezes. Make sure your check systems report has fewer than 3 inquiries. Think of it like cleaning your house before having guests over. You want to put your best foot forward. Money can either be a constant source of stress or a tool that gives you freedom. I want you to imagine what it would feel like to have $10,000, $20,000, even $50,000 in available credit. Not to spend recklessly, but to finally launch that side hustle you've been dreaming of, to consolidate high-interest debt and breathe again, or to handle an emergency without panicking. Credit, when used wisely, isn't just debt, it's leverage. And leverage can be the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. So if you've been turned away by the big banks, if you felt like the financial system was stacked against you, maybe this is your moment. Take a look at the Department of Commerce Federal Credit Union. Join, build that relationship, and apply when you're ready. And if you found this helpful, do me a favor, drop a comment below. Tell me which product you'd be most interested in, the credit card, the line of credit, or maybe that auto loan. I read every comment, and your story might inspire someone else who's been in the same position. If this resonates with you, maybe it's time to take a look. Not tomorrow, not next month, because the best time to build financial freedom is always now. So tell me, what would you do if you had access to $50,000 in credit tomorrow? Would you pay off debt, start your dream business, or simply sleep a little better at night? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And remember, this isn't just about credit cards or loans. It's about rewriting your financial story, one decision, one opportunity, one hidden gem at a time. Thanks for spending this time with me today. Here's to building the kind of financial future that gives you peace of mind and the freedom to live life on your terms.